Hey YouTube, today we're talking about how to exhibit and maintain the variegation in your rare houseplants. So it may be tough to believe, but we didn't get this plant in full variegation. We'll actually show a picture of how we received it up here. Now when we first got it, it had more of like a fleck in the leaf. You could see some of the cream coming through. What's important to exhibit and maintain variegation is light. You want to give your plant enough light so that it knows it can stop producing the chlorophyll, the green parts, which actually absorb light, and it can start producing this cream colored plant material that actually doesn't have any chlorophyll in it, so it won't be great at absorbing light. It'll absorb very little light, if any at all. That's why you're actually seeing all the cream colored areas are what end up browning off. So that is kind of the downside with rare variegated plants, is that they are variegated, but they won't last long. Like this completely variegated shoot, this leaf and the subsequent leaf, they won't last long on this plant. And if we were to cut this plant and clone it, they probably wouldn't survive because they have no way of absorbing light. So aside from a good amount of light, you're gonna want to give your plant time to create this variegation. We've had many plants over the years that have slowly exhibited their variegation or unique colors, such as this orange prince, this kind of greenish plant, and then it eventually puts out these bright orange, vibrant, beautiful leaves. But it takes time for these colors to exhibit, and a lot of light is required and time is required. Also, when we first got our Thai Constellation up here, it looked pretty sad and weak. But over time, it started exhibiting the cream colored variegation like this. Also, same with our pink princess Philodendron, it came to us looking like this. You noticed some of the pink throughout the leaves, but overall it wasn't a ton of pink. But within about 6 months, it ended up putting out completely pink leaves like this. Now those pink leaves didn't last long, but it was really nice while it did last. And that is, again, like I said, the downside of these plants. These completely variegated leaves don't last long. And remember that as long as you're taking a stem cutting from somewhere on this plant, it will have stem cells. So it will share that exact genetics of this plant and have that variegation in the subsequent cutting of it. Now the only plant that might have a reverse reverting variegation is the pink Congo. Some of you plant people might get this joke, but we got a pink Congo back in the day when it was all the hype. And as many of us found out, it was a bit of a scam from some plant vendors. And the plant actually goes from being this pink color back to this green-ish color, and it's kind of sad, but also funny at this point. So make sure to give your variegated plants tons of light and give them time to develop. It's kind of like the fenestrations, the holes in the Monstera Deliciosa. They need time and light to develop these huge holy leaves. So give them time, give them tons of light. Oh yeah, and what is this science project? We'll talk about this next week. This is my new favorite way to propagate houseplants. But thank you for watching this week's video. Please tune in next week on Saturday. We'll be dropping another video about propagation. And if you did enjoy this week's video, please click the thumbs up down below. It does help us out. And if you want to come back for more, please click subscribe. Thanks for watching.